Hey guys, how we doing? Good morning, good evening. How's it going? Family, friends, outlaws and in-laws, miscreants, and model builders, creators of the craft. Appreciate you tuning in to Shaggy's Awesome Garage. I'm Shaggy. Appreciate you being here. Today is going to be an answer to a community question that Jason over to Blue Ox Model Shop put on. I was watching one of his videos. I think it was this morning, probably, and he was asking, when you're model building, what do you listen to? You listen to movies, music. You watch YouTube videos with other builders and there's other guys out there. People I consider my really close friends. They while they're building, they watch and are getting updated with their fellow followers or people who subscribe to their channel. Or me, I can't do that because when I'm building, I have to be focused on what I'm building. I have to be looking down at the bench, and I can't be looking off over to the side. And I get sidetracked too easy. My train jumps the track, so I have to be focused straight forward. So what I do is I listen to music, and a lot of music I listen to is not mainstream stuff. I don't listen to all the new. I don't, nothing's not saying it's anything wrong with it. It's just not my like, or I can't remember the word. But anyhow, I just don't like all the new pop stuff. There's a few of the new stuff that I like to listen to. But when I listen to music and I'm modeling and I try to get in my zen where I'm not doing anything but modeling and thinking about what I got on the bench in front of me, what I like to listen to is fantasy type, epic storytelling types music. Every once in a while I put on an audio book maybe of a fantasy story, or I don't know. I'm a huge D&D buff, and I like nonfiction, and yeah, that's my thing. I'm into sci-fi and fantasy, and any music that pertains to that, then I'm all for it. I like all the epic, the fantasy type. Is it like D&D music, bard music, that sort of thing? Something that's like all the Viking throat singing and the Viking chanting. I like all that stuff. Back when I was growing up in high school, back in the late 90s or late 80s, early 90s, back in that area, on public broadcasting, they had this show every Sunday night at 10 o'clock that was called Hearts of Space. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that or not, but Stephen something or another was the host of it. And yeah, Hearts of Space was really cool. It had some like chanting and sci-fi music, and it would make you feel like you were floating through space, so to speak. That's the kind of stuff I like listening to. Here recently, I've been watching YouTube videos of called Bajormus, I think is the name of it. Let me get you turned around to the laptop, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hang on just a sec. Yeah, guys, this is what I'm talking about. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Bajormus, whatever. Anyhow, I was tumbling through YouTube one night just trying to find some different kind of music to listen to. I ran across these guys. These dudes are absolutely amazing. Of course, I can't play it on here because it would be a copyright infringement, and we don't want that. But that's what I like to listen to. And a lot of times, late night, I'll throw my headphones on and get lost in the music. And when I'm feeling nostalgic, I'll go grab me some Amaranth to listen to. These guys are awesome. It's a symphonic metal band from Sweden. They're pretty cool. And then, of course, we have Dragon Force. These guys are awesome. I'm really into metal. And when I'm feeling really nostalgic, hang on, guys. I'll turn you around here. Oh, Joey decided to come say hi. But anyhow, if I'm still feeling really nostalgic, then I'll break out the CD player and I'll listen to some of this stuff. You can't go wrong with old school metal. Firehouse is probably one of my favorite bands out there. Them along with Ugly Kid Joe. Yeah, awesome stuff. And then we got, Soundgarden and The Cult, Midnight Oil. Really, really good stuff. Um, of course, you got to have some Cinderella and Def Leppard. Jesus, can't speak. Got to have some Cinderella, Def Leppard, Tesla, and John Down. But yeah, that's what I like to listen to when I'm listening to music. Hang up. Yeah, I mean this old school rock, you just can't go wrong with it. Also, not sure if any of you guys are familiar with these fellers or not. Sorry about the spinning around, but these guys right here, Bride. B-R-I. Hang on. You know what? Let me open this page so you can see it a little bit better. Sorry. But yeah, Bride, Snakes in the Playground. One of the best albums ever made by these fellas here. Yeah. Bride. I met those guys back in 92, 93. It's a Christian metal rock band. They've been compared to Aerosmith and Def Leppard. But yeah, those guys are pretty cool also. Yeah, I've listened to, when I was coming up, I used to be a member of Baptist Student Union over at LSU in Shreveport. LSU College, Shreveport campus. They went there to do a concert, and I got to meet those guys, went out to lunch with them, and we just had a grand old time. Yeah, it was Troy and Dale Thompson, the brothers, those guys who come up with Bride. Great band. Also, there's several Christian bands out there that like Petra and White Cross, and of course, you can't mention Christian rock without talking about Stryper. But yeah, that's I listen to those guys too, man. So yeah. But yeah, guys, that's my taste in music. When I'm building and want to listen to music, that's what I listen to. If you haven't heard any of these guys, go ahead and look them up. I think you'll enjoy them. But Jason, man, appreciate you putting out the content question out there, and that's my answer to your little question. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Just a short little video answering Jason's community question. And remember, keep the sash growing and the airbrush blowing. We'll catch you on the next one.